today I'm going to give a brief review on the book The Soul of Rumi. This book was basically in Persian, but it is translated in English by Coleman Barks. So, The Soul of Rumi, it is a collection of spiritual poems written by the 13th century Persian poet and mystic Jalaluddin Rumi, as we know him very well by the name. This book explores deep themes such as love, longing, the journey of soul, and the search for connection from the divine. Rumi's poetry expresses the idea that true love is not just romantic, but a powerful force that connects human beings to God. This love can be joyful or painful, but both are part of soul's path towards awakening. A central influence in Rumi's life and poetry was the Shams of Tabriz. Moving on, as I told before that the Shams of Tabriz had a central influence in the life of Rumi. He was basically a wandering dervish who became Rumi's spiritual friend and teacher. Their intense bond transformed Rumi, and when Shams disappeared, Rumi poured his grief and longing into poems and expressed both human sorrow and divine passion. In this collection, Shams represents the divine presence that awakens the heart. Throughout the book, Rumi speaks of the need to let go of ego and pride in order to discover the deeper truth of oneself. He encourages the reader to surrender to life, accept change, and embrace silence as the way to hear the voice of the soul. His poems are often use simple yet powerful images fire, wind, wine, music, and the turning of a dancer to express spiritual truth in ways that touch the heart. Kohlenberg's translation aims to make Rumi's voice accessible to modern readers while not literal. They capture the emotional and spiritual essence of the original Persian verses. The result is a collection that feels intimate, timeless, and deeply human. As described in this quote here, that only the soul knows what love is. So, The Soul of Rumi is more than just a book of poetry, it's a guide to inner transformation and celebration of love in its purest, most universal form. It invites the reader to look within, let go of fear and division, and experience life with openness, presence, and grace. So, that was the complete review of the book that I read, and I have one favorite poem from this book which I'd like to recite at the end. It's named Inshallah. Some people work and become wealthy, others do the same and remain poor. Marriage fills one with energy, another it drains. Don't trust ways, they change. A means flails about like a donkey's tail. Always add a gratitude clause if God wills, then proceed. You may be leading a donkey, no. A goat, no. Who can tell? We sit in a dark pit and think we are home. We pass around delicacies, poisoned bait. You think this is preachy double talk? Those who do not breathe the God willing phrase live in a collective blindness. Rubbing their eyes in the dark, they ask, who's there? So, this is the book. Let me show you. And it is one of my favorite books. And, I hope you like the video. Thank you and Allah Hafiz.